Hey. Ickiruy is back on this Friday. Sitting in the park again, about to share some more sexy information. Got to get you in the mood with some seductive, sexy music, I tell you. So I'm going to piggyback on the last video I did on tips on manifesting. There was some information that I left out, and my spirit team was like, put it out there and remind them or let them know. So once you rediscover, how awesome you are and how great a potential you are as a co-creator in the cosmos, is one thing that is very important. Like if you already been like, depending on where you are in your growth and how your finances has been, if you're trying to manifest money and wealth that you never had, probably more likely your generation never had before. It's like if you're used to, struggling as most of us have been or are, basically from check to check and scuffling financially, and you want to go from 0 to 124 or 48 hours. Outside of a miracle, and I'm not discounting any miracles because miracles is a real force, contrary to what the superconscious folks tells you, miracle is a real force. It's not likely you're going to go from poverty to $1 million status in 24 or 48 hours or working with a particular set of magic the first time. Now, miracles do happen, but it ain't likely to manifest that way for you. So you're going to have to build up the energies within your subconscious, within your mind, to allow that to manifest for yourself. So you know, based on where you are now financially, it'll be wise for you to sort of build in increments. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're making, let's say, 30,000 a year or whatever you're making, you want to keep your eye on the larger prize, but you also want to ask your God self or the soul of yourself or your spirit team, what can I do right now to build upon my finances and go from there. But at the same time, keeping your eye on the larger prize. You want to build your wealth body, which, by the way, dwells in your lower intestinal region. And yes, you do have a wealth body. You have a solar body. This information obviously is not going to be found on Amazon. It's not going to be TikTok viral. So you think certain information don't exist, but yes, you have a solar body. Your solar body gives you the ability to travel between worlds because when you're going between, let's say, when you're going between visiting planets, for example, or a different star, for example, there's radiation permeating those spheres. So if your solar body is not strong enough, you're not going to enter those realms because you don't have the power to go there. You know what I'm saying? So finding the work with the solar work, obviously, and light body work, to strengthen your solar body gives you the ability to travel into various planets, the sun even, or distant stars, for example. So you're going to have to build up the energies within your subconscious mind because more likely, if you are not to your liking in areas of wealth and prosperity, that means you built up a lot of self-limiting beliefs. So you're going to have to deal with those self-limiting beliefs. So working with um, celestial stars, the speaker star, for example, the regalis star, for example, and you can find these type of books on Tybro. I actually have the speaker star matrix, one of the first tools I got years ago, and it is very awesome for strengthening your wealth body and dissolving those blocks that dwell in the brain faculty that's conducive for those self-limiting beliefs. This is an awesome book, the speaker book on the Tybro site that helps you to draw the golden energy of light into your entire body, your intestines, your heart, your lungs, your gall, your I think your kidneys, your aura, your heart. You're flooding your entire system with this golden ray of energy. The Egyptian, the Chaldeans, various cultures. You'll learn if you get the book tapped into this golden star of speaker in the Virgo constellation. When I saw that, I had to have it because my spiritual mother, Set or Isis, rules over the Virgo constellation, and Speaker or Spica dwells in the Virgo constellation. Awesome book to help you to strengthen that your capacity to generate wealth, um, in your sphere. So you're gonna have to work on building your capacity to attract wealth, and this is where your tools come into place. Runic energies or whatever system of magic that your soul is calling for, that is going to help you to build more wealth, build up sort of like the energies dwelling in the subconscious mind. And as I stated in the last video, when you desire to build great wealth for yourself, people around you, they're gonna come with those antics. Your family, your friends, maybe you have some friends who you've been friends with for a long time, and once you decide that you want to, build your capacity for wealth, and they're stuck in poverty consciousness, there's going to be a conflict happening. The more you begin to build upon this energy of wealth within your psyche, within your consciousness, the more your soul is not going to tolerate that type of talk, barely maintaining, just having enough to survive. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to make a decision on, or a decision on, you want to keep those people around. Now you cannot allow that energy to affect you, but at some point your soul is going to be like, enough is enough of this particular frequency. So when that happens, your soul is gonna align you with more beings that talk about wealth and prosperity. These are also the beings, especially if they're already living that life of wealth and prosperity. You're gonna be guided towards those people the more you work on awakening that wealth within your body. So that is the information I want to share with you, building up upon your wealth body, because it's going to be very difficult to go from 0 to 100 in 24 to 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a spanking. Frustration is going to amount. You're going to question whether you're supposed to be wealthy or not. Because think about this: if you're used to, barely maintaining, having specifically the same amount of money for a substantial amount of time, your subconscious is dwelling on that frequency. So now when you decide to go beyond that, your subconscious is like, wait a minute, I'm used to barely maintaining. What are you talking about here? So it's going to be almost like a sabotage effect happening. It's going to be something that's going to come around or come up that is going to try to restrict you from doing the work. Those thoughts of fear, worry, anxiety, unworthiness of having all that you desire is going to come up. This is coming from the subconscious part of yourself. So you're going to have something to combat that and rise above the influences. So you're going to need higher frequencies to awaken within the subconscious to overcome those lower frequencies that have been permeating for such a long time. You know what I'm saying? So this is where works like the Speaker book, produced by Mitchell Gibson on Tybro.com, the Regalist book. So you're gonna go on that site and you're gonna look at some of the prices, and you're gonna be, oh my God, $3,000 for a book. Listen, nothing is too good for you. If you don't have $3,000, see yourself with the book. Read the description, the product description on that site. Cause this deterred me initially myself, so I know what you may be going through. If you go on that site, work with the smaller books initially, the $20 books, $30 books. They're also very powerful books to work with. Work your way up, so to speak. So if you see something that your spirit is calling for, you may not have it financially, begin now to use what you have and see yourself acquiring that book. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that may be, once you read the description, it's going to speak to the soul of yourself. Whatever speaks to your soul at that particular time, if you don't have the money for it, see yourself acquiring that book. Now you utilize the tools you have before you, runic energies or whatever you're working with, to acquire tools that's going to change your life forever, I tell you. So also, books that I really enjoy working with, that I still work with, are the Celestial Wealth Latin Incantation book. In that book, you learn how to work with Mansa Musa in that book. There's a lot of stuff in that book that is awesome, giving you the ability to see stocks and clearly. Oh my God, there's a wealth of information in that book, but in particular, it gives you the ability to work with some billionaire titans. In particular, Andrew Carnegie is in that book. Mansa Musa is in that book. Energies that you could go beyond just simply reading about, or maybe having an altar to a Mansa Musa. You can now tap into the energy and wisdom and magic of Mansa Musa. OMG, me and Mansa Musa just drank Hennessy. I told a couple people that I talk to on a regular basis. Me and Mansa Musa just drank Hennessy about a month ago. He come into my dreams. He wanted some Hennessy. He showed me some other things. But the man wanted some Hennessy, so I had to get the highest Hennessy I could afford. And me and Mansa Musa was drinking Hennessy about a month ago. That is crazy. So these energies will show up in your dreams, and they will guide you towards the acquisition of great wealth. I only had the chance to work with Mansa Musa and a little bit of Andrew Carnegie, but you learn to draw wealth producing ideas from these titans in the Celestial Wealth Latin Incantation book. And also a book called The Sacred Utterance, another awesome book for awakening your magical abilities and spiritual abilities and all of that. And in particular, I learned about Unis. I don't know why I call this man my old uncle, but Unis made a statement that he learned to overcome want by living on the essence of every god. These are how the ancients got down. They didn't do things based on Jane Doe and John Doe, their ego personality. They learned how to absorb the energies of the gods and move like a fucking boss in their world and their reality. You know what I'm saying? So this is also what you have to re-educate yourself on, to re-educating yourself on how to merge with certain deities that dwell within yourself, obviously, because once you begin to tap into that ancient ancestral energy, like not all of your ancestors, depending on who you are, listen to this video, were in bondage, were in slavery. You have ancestors that knew great wealth. You know what I'm saying? And that energy dwells within your DNA, dwells within your own subconscious mind also. So the more you invoke your ancient ancestors of wealth, just simply calling their names, you have to know what their names are, but they hear your call. Their energies will begin to permeate your subconscious, and that also will begin to permeate your aura. So the more you put that work in, this is a day and night process, folks. This is like when you're trying to build your wealth body. You just have to be consistent and persistent effort. You know what I'm saying? So those that are putting in that type of work, you are the real superstars on the planet. You're the real stars on the planet. Like the gods respect those who decide to evolve on purpose. You are the big dog. You are the big time superstars on the planet. The imposters who have taken shortcuts, who have sold their soul for fortune and fame, those who take it in the ass for cash, they should bow and kiss your feet when you come on the scene. You're the real superstar who have the audacity to put in the necessary inner work to overcome the ego, to overcome your upbringing, and to become a force of nature and attracting great wealth to yourself without taking all the shortcuts, without doing all the wicked rituals that the music industry and Hollywood wants you to do. You have the nerve to sit still within yourself and overcome all the negative self-limiting beliefs that you inflicted upon yourself that is also in your DNA. You have the nerve to overcome all of that. You're the real superstar on the planet. In my humble opinion. Because you did it the right way. You went the hard route. And that makes you a big time superstar on the planet. That makes you a boss in your own right. You know what I'm saying? They should be bowing and kissing your feet when they see you coming. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So check out the Tybro site. Wonderful tones. This helps to accelerate the process of building your wealth body and elevating your consciousness beyond, what we have so far on Amazon and so forth. This is next level information that will help you to really get you along your way. And as here we go. I tell you, like they say, the devil is busy. I tell you, but here we go. Igwaz is the rune connected with manifesting of your dreams. Igwaz is a runic energy that helps you to deal with self-doubt and lack of confidence in your plans and ideas. Igwaz also helps to develop perseverance and patience on your way to building your dream life. It also strengthens your spiritual growth. It also is used to help you to reach wholeness within yourself, balance the energies, and realize your potential. Also, is beneficial for awakening creativity and also awakening dormant skills and abilities. What a powerful runic energy to work with. Igwaz, again, helps to manifest your dreams, deal with self doubt and lack of confidence in your plans and ideas. And I can assure you, once you decide to break out of your current state, especially if it's not one to your liking, that self doubt and that lack of confidence is going to come up. I can assure you. So here's an energy that you can utilize that is not costing you a thing unless you're feeling generous today. To help you along the way, developing perseverance and patience. Because, like I stated earlier, it's probably going to take more than 24 or 48 hours to realize those grand dreams of yours, unless that force of miracle shows up. So I'm not gonna, knock the energy of miracles and divine luck, because those are real forces, and you will learn about these once you decide to go beyond the TikTok spiritual gurus and Amazon.com. I talk so much smack against Amazon, but Amazon, there's a lot of good information that you'll find on Amazon. But when you want to go beyond, once you hit your ceiling on Amazon, your ego, your something about your spirit is going to want more. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was in this book called Lucifer and the Hidden Demons. Lucifer, by the way, knows me by Lucifer, by the way, knows me by a different name, but Lucifer, when I did the ritual to manifest more magical abilities and spiritual power, I think that's increasing magical abilities and spiritual power. Lucifer guided me towards the Tybro site twice. Because when I went there the first time, looking at them $2,000-3,000 books, I'm like, man, I ain't finna spend no 2 or 3 grand for a book. So 4 or 5 months passed by, and I did the ritual again to increase my spiritual powers and magical abilities. I think that's the ritual I did after Lucifer and the Hidden Demons book, and it guided me again back to Tybro. Like Lucifer, like, dude, we're trying to put you on some game right now. So the speaker book was the first tool that I got from that site, as well as the spiker attunement, and I used those two in combination, and oh my God, the floodgates open. Like I had so much money coming in, and I still work with Speaker today. I got so much stuff off the site now. I got I got a lot of stuff off the site now. So his tools on Tybro is next level. It is for those that are really serious. When you look at those prices, you'll know like you got to really want it to spend 3G 3,500 for a book. But it is next level information you're not gonna find anywhere else. And so, I salute the Tybro family for the great work that they and the contributions that they have given the planet. Awesome, awesome work that you're not going to find anywhere. The tones are awesome. I tell you. And so you want to break down this Igwaz symbol here. You see, if you're not familiar with the rune, this is the Othala runic energy here. You see Othala up in here twice. You see Othala is upside down. Now you see Othala upside down and backwards. This is comprised of the whole Othala runic energy. We have Kanaz up in here for illumination, clarity, creativity. So very powerful energy of Igwaz, combining at least Kanaz and Othala. Othala is connected with ancestral energies, ancestral powers. It also connects you with the wealth of your ancestors. So very powerful energy here, as I just stated. We're helping you to awaken your creative abilities, awaken your dormant skills and abilities, and manifesting your dreams. So where you want to work with this, whatever your dreams are, you want to visualize it as clear as possible, and you want to now embed Igwaz into that vision to give it that extra power. At the same time, this is a cosmic force of nature here, so it's going to build upon the energies in your subconscious The more you put that feeling and enthusiasm into working with this energy of Igwaz, as well as any other runic energy or whatever symbols you're working with, it's gonna take hold in the subconscious mind, and it's gonna help to overcome the negative self doubt that you have accumulated over however long you've been on this planet. More likely, you know what I'm saying? So the more you work with these energies, the more it begins to build within the subconscious, build within your mind, build within your consciousness, build within your aura. And before you know what you are trying to envision or what you are visualizing and imagine for yourself, it will become like a magnet to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You'll start seeing a lot of synchronicities about what you're envisioning. People out of nowhere start mentioning, especially if you want to relocate, the place you desire to relocate. You'll start hearing it over and over again, like it's talking to you now. So continue to envision your main objective until it materializes. But before we get to that part, you wanna, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be difficult to go from poverty to $100 million in 24 hours unless that force of miracle shows up for yourself. So when it don't show up like that, you're gonna get discouraged. You're gonna get impatient. The energy is coming from your mind. Your ego is gonna create that doubt, those fears, and those anxieties. So you want to be like, what can I do to earn more money right now? Whatever that increase that you need immediately. Connect with your ancient ancestors. Connect with the gods that you may be working with. If you're not working with deities, especially one connected with wealth, you may want to start working with a deity connected with wealth. The Lord Jade Emperor, Lord Ganesh, Lakshmi, Papa Legba, Rune, you know what I'm saying? Any other mother goddesses um, will help strengthen your capacity to draw wealth to yourself. Swallow that, get out of that ego, and ask for the energies that dwell within yourself. Obviously, you want to work with the soul of yourself and your God self, but you want to utilize your spirit team. That's what that's what their energies are for. This is what the ancient people worked on that built such fabulous civilizations that we still can't comprehend the things they did eons ago. They work with all parts of themselves. I know the whole adage "know thyself." Well, you know, my old Uncle Unas, I don't know why I call this man my old Uncle Unas, but Unas learned to live off the essence of every god. So it's about learning to tap into these various aspects of yourself. At the same time, working on awakening your own sense of divinity. The ancient Magi's, they petitioned the gods to bring them information that helped to further awaken them on their path. They also, I remember reading in probably Magic in Ancient Egypt, or maybe this book called by E.A. Budge, From Fetish to Gods. Some of the priests or magicians, they used to copy hieroglyphics on papyrus paper, and then they would drink the spell on the papyrus. They would mix it with beer, let it soak in beer, and then they would drink the papyrus paper soaked in beer. They would drink a spell. And then the energy of the spell begins to permeate your subconscious mind, and it begins to move on the strength of the magic dwelling within them. That is crazy. The magic that they was on back in the day, but they was not into a whole bunch of fancy talk. They utilized the magic that was before them all the time. So this is what I encourage you to do. Get on your magic. The tyrants that rule over you with an iron fist, for the most part, they're utilizing magic to rule over you. You know what I'm saying? So they can't stand when you decide to awaken beyond this illusion. They can't stand it. You're more of a threat to them than the imposters that are selling their souls out for fortune and fame, because they got those folks already. They have sold their souls, and they can't do anything of any relevance with all that money but buy a bunch of houses, a bunch of cars, and a bunch of jewelry. They can't really do anything of much relevance with it. You know what I'm saying? So they got those folks. But you, though, having the audacity to awaken to your highest potential in a single lifetime, your awakening, you learned this from this book called Defense Against the Dark Arts, another Tybro book, that your awakening, when you fully awaken, your awakening is seen by billions of people across the universe. That's how important your awakening is. It is seen by billions of people across the universe. OMG, that is powerful. The higher level entities, you're more of a threat to them, you're awakening than any entertainer. Because they got those folks. They can't do but so much. Their money is in their banks. They got them. They can't do but so much. You're the real superstar on the planet. So I can only encourage you to tap into your power. Use the necessary tools that are here, like your ancient mothers, your ancient fathers, and be fucking great. If you're in a situation that is not to your liking, start today and utilizing all the tools you have at your disposal to help clear up those negative energies from the subconscious. You know, higher level entities, you know, when you talk about going beyond the earth realm, those Tyro books are going to help you go beyond the earth realm, and you'll see how ridiculous a lot of these folks are sounding when you think that a human is the greatest thing in the cosmos. You'll run into entities in the cosmos from the strength of reading his books and elevating your consciousness that hardly even respect you. Like your powers are basically irrelevant to a lot of entities dwelling in the cosmos. But at the same time, you'll strengthen yourself to the point where you'll be able to go into higher realms and meet, you know, your higher gods or whatever the case is. You'll be able to go into various dimensions and you'll meet these beings that will, if they find you worthy, will share information with you that you can utilize for your further evolution and growth. And you can share with those who you find worthy also. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beauty. I remember, because I have the attunements to higher consciousness. I think that's 13 tones. OMG. I remember running into a being that looks to be about 50 foot tall. And he's sitting in like the yogi position. And there's like galaxies twirling on both sides. And I'm looking at both sides of these symbols, look like galaxies twirling. And he's sitting in the yogi spot. But the dream began to dissipate. And he's like, you got to get your weight up, young fellow. But he's still waiting on me to show back up. So these are life-changing situations that you encounter in the dream state. Once you build yourself up, once you elevate your consciousness, you run into these higher level beings. You know what I'm saying? You can go into the planets once your solar body is strong enough, your astral body is strong enough. You can go into the planets and view their inhabitants by going into the planet and potentially meeting gods that you can get additional information from a planet that you're not going to find on any of the books that you ever read before. That's some big dog shit. But the Tybro site, his information helps you to elevate your consciousness beyond anything you probably thought of can happen in a short amount of time, providing you put the work in. So that is the additional information that I had to share. Hope you enjoyed this video. Work with that Igwas runic energy and be patient with yourself on your journey to big time manifesting. You got to be patient. You got to understand that, you know, if you're never manifested millions before, it's not likely you're going to go from 0 to 100 in 24, 48 hours. Manifest in increments at the same time, keeping your eye on the ultimate prize. That way you don't get discouraged, you don't give up, and working with specific tools the right way helps to accelerate that process as opposed to getting your butt kicked for years on the journey. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in how long it's going to take. I know things could be looking dire at the present moment with everything going up, food going up, rent's going up by hundreds of dollars and all the different stuff. But start today in connecting with your God self, invoking your ancient ancestors. If you don't have a god or goddess force that you're working with, work with the gods, work with the ancestors, and feed your crew. They take the energy of your offerings, and this energy awakens within you. You know what I'm saying? Shy away from trying to do everything on your own. connect with these energies that dwell within you, obviously, and move yourself forward. The God self, your goddess self, or in your spirit team, they help to accelerate this process. So, if you have any questions, give me a holler. I'm gonna leave my email in the comments below. Until next time, peace.